If you remember the Salman Khan film Tube Light, it was a flop at the box office. I haven't watched the film completely, but based on the few scenes I have watched, I figured out why it was a flop. More on that later. So Tripti Dimri has been a trending actress on social media owing to her bold scene in Animal, which I don't know how many of you fuckers have jerked off to. The latest discussion about the actress has been about the fact that she has been a part of a lot of bold scenes post Animal as well. When the music video for the song Janam from the movie Bad News was released, I figured out immediately what the intention behind that song was, and it was kind of upsetting. The reason I was upset was because of the fact that the previous film, Good News, was also about sex and the process of making babies, with the first 20 minutes of the film just implying Akshay Kumar and Kareena Kapoor's characters having sex all the time to have babies. But if you remember, there were not any songs or scenes that were shot in a very glamorized manner to show the process of the two characters having sex. Now one can say there were not any sex scenes in the previous film because both Akshay Kumar and Kareena Kapoor have enough audience pull that they can get the audience to the theater without such tactics, and both of them have the reputation and influence in the industry to say no to such scenes. Now this in no way implies that Tripti Dimri was bullied by the producers into doing a bold scene. She is an adult who chose willingly to do such a scene. My problem is not the fact that she did a bold scene or a sex scene with Vicky Kaushal or she wore a bikini. My problem is the fact that the film could have worked without it as well because, like I said, good news. And when it comes to Animal, I guess the people who are familiar with my channel already know how much I hate that entire Tripti Dimri plotline in that fucking film. Recently the discussion about Tripti Dimri started again because she chose to be a part of a film called Vicky Vidya Ka Wo Wala Video, which is implied to be a sex comedy opposite Rajkumar Rao. Trailer of the film, however, did not give me any sleazy, low budget, cheap sex comedy vibe, which is a good thing. But then there was a song released of that film and it had Tripti Dimri dancing like this.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
What the fuck is that step? Some people are upset about the fact that she's doing a sex comedy, but like I said, the trailer did not give me any cheap, sleazy vibes. Tripti Dimri garnered a lot of critical acclaim for her work in the movies Bulbul and Kala. So I don't really see how, as an actor, saying yes to a big budget film like Animal is morally wrong. Now you might not like Sandeep Reddy Vanga or Ranbir Kapoor or whatever the reason, but from the perspective of Tripti Dimri, saying yes to Animal was not a morally wrong choice. Now again, I don't have a problem with the fact that she did a sex scene or a semi-nude scene in Animal. My problem is the fact that story-wise, it was just there for shock value. It added nothing to the film. It downgraded the film story and it was fuck all. Most of the actresses that you like in Hollywood have done a bold scene or a nude scene, and I have never seen people saying, oh, I lost respect for Scarlett Johansson, I lost respect for Elizabeth Olsen, she shouldn't have done that, oh, it's a cheat code to stardom. I've never seen people do that. Now it might have been new for Indian audience, but it's not wrong because all of your favorite actresses of Hollywood have done that. So if an actress decides to do a bold scene in a film, I don't think that implies that Sandeep Reddy Vanga bullied her into doing that or Bhushan Kumar blackmailed her into doing that. I hope Bhushan Kumar is not Harvey Weinstein. But you also have to understand that the reason Tripti Dimri's fans are upset with her recent roles, these are the people who have followed her acting journey from films like Laila Majnu to Bulbul to Kala. And they are aware that she has always associated herself with good stories and given great performances. While her roles in films like Animal and Bad News are there for the shock value or for the sex appeal of the actress. Now if you remember, I talked about Salman Khan's film Tube Light in the opening of this video. This was to emphasize the fact that the fans of Salman Khan who love the guy for his larger than life persona in life and on screen, they were not very satisfied with seeing Salman Khan play a character who is pushed around by everyone else in the film. Now even in Sultan we see Salman Khan's character go through a low phase of his life, but in that film his fight is against himself and his own demons, his own ego, his own arrogance, which the people related with, which the people enjoyed watching. But watching Salman Khan in Tube Light was not a great sight for a lot of his fans. Now back to Tripti Dimri. When Animal was released, there were a lot of meme pages and Instagram pages that talked about her beauty, her acting skills, her role in Animal, and that infamous scene. There was one Instagram page that wrote Tripti Dimri can play Wonder Woman. And we had grown as adults ask Sandeep Reddy Vanga कि Tripti Dimri अब national crush बन गई है, आपको कैसा लग रहा है? And even Sandeep Reddy Vanga was fucking clueless. What the fuck is this guy talking about? बहनचोद 40 साल का है तू, क्या बात कर रहा है, पागल है? So my question to all of you is, where were you when she did Bulbul? Where were you when she did Kala? She looked 1,000 times prettier in Kala than she did in Animal, but every meme page chose to write about her post Animal. Okay, now Animal was one of the biggest films of the previous year. I don't give a fuck about it. Pathan was the biggest film of last year, but it was a fuck all film, a fuck all story, and so was Animal. But people only talked about Tripti Dimri after she did Animal. Why? Because there was a certain look, a certain scene, a certain style of dressing that appealed to a wider audience. And now that she's giving the same vibe and same look in other roles, other films, people are upset about it. But I am sure most of the people who discovered Tripti Dimri after Animal are very happy and probably are in their bathrooms jerking off. But like I said, Tripti Dimri is an adult who works in a creative industry. She, as an artist, has every right to choose what kind of roles she does. The roles she does might be creatively fulfilling or might be very, very well paid. But at the same time, we also have to realize that the type of roles that she's offered will also be influenced by what the market, that is the audience, wants to see from her. So if the producers notice that a certain avatar of Tripti Dimri is doing well amongst the masses, they would want to capitalize on that trend as well. So my question to you is, as an audience, do we not have a responsibility to cheer an actress when she does Bulbul or Kala, and if not criticize, at least address the terrible writing of her role in Animal? Of course we do. But what the fuck are we actually doing?